What's going on, everybody? I'm not going to be long with this, but as many of you have probably seen, it's all over the internet. Will Smith walked on stage and smacked Chris Rock for a joke that Chris Rock made. Many of you might not know this. Will Smith's wife has been sick, and because of that, she has cut her hair. So he made a G.I. Jane reference. And as you see on the video, at first, Will Smith looked like he was laughing, and you can clearly see that Jada did not take it well. And he walks on stage and he slaps him, and it's like something just kind of came upon Will. You could see it in his eyes, even when he was sitting down. Not typically the Will Smith that people are used to seeing. But here's the thing that I found interesting. I recently had read Will Smith's book. I like to read and just see people's stories. And one of the things I found interesting was that, he came from a background, I think particularly, I believe it was his aunt, that, he talked about them catching the Holy Ghost and stuff like that, and in the church and things like that. And he had, people, just trying to push him, toward relationship with God. And towards the end of the book, Will Smith was in full blown witchcraft. He went somewhere, I believe in Africa, and he was doing these little rituals, trying to tap into his inner self. And the thing is, obviously, everybody has seen over the last couple of years, he has went through a lot of public humiliation and things with his wife, but they're sticking together. I'm sure he has his flaws and he has his issues, but just looking in his eyes, it was almost like you getting those awards. He's made all these great movies. Like I said, I read the book. He's got all these accomplishments. Did this, all this stuff with hip hop. He was actually one of the guys who really set it off. I think he was the first one to win what is it called, a Grammy, as a rap artist or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, when I was reading the book. And then he made all these movies that were, number one. And for a while, every time he dropped a movie, he was breaking records. And with all that being said, when he even got up there and he won the award, and I don't watch these kind of shows. I just saw it on the internet. And he won the award and he's in tears. It's just like, if you got discernment, you can see he's still empty. All the accomplishments he has over his life, he's still empty. He doesn't feel, fulfilled. And I believe that God is allowing a lot of the things that are happening in his life because there have been seeds that are planted. There have been people in his life that have told him about God, told him about relationship. He's seen, he said he's seen people in the church catching the Holy Ghost, falling out in the Spirit and things like that. And I believe that God is trying to get Will Smith's attention. Now, I know a lot of people, you like to write celebrities off, like it's just over for them, and, they sold their soul. Look, God can save anybody. I don't put no limits on God. I don't look at nobody and just be like, oh, they're a lost cause. I don't care what they've done. I don't care where they've been. I don't care, the mistakes they've made. I don't care how deep, off in the darkness they have gone. The light of God is so strong. The love of God is so overwhelming that if Will Smith, as he lays in his bed tonight and he ponders, man, like, man, I went up there, I smacked that guy, and now the internet's gonna bring up I seen, why didn't you smack the August dude, and why didn't you do this, and all these guys been doing this and this and that with your wife and things like that. He's gonna lay there, he's gonna see the things that people are saying on the internet, and I believe he will have a choice to make. While you're laying in your bed, while these thoughts are racing through your mind, I believe the door is open. And if you just look up, those seeds that were planted, in you by your aunt, when she gave you the word and you went to church, if you call out to Jesus, he will save you. And all that emptiness and confusion that I saw that was all over your countenance tonight, Will Smith, God will give you something that's better than any Grammy or Oscar or award or feeling you can get from doing a movie and having a stupendous box office opening. All of those accomplishments you have in life will not equal to one touch from your Creator. He can wipe away all that confusion. I mean, honestly, you look like, you know, there's been so much that you've been trying to keep it together. And tonight was a breaking point. And so I will be sincerely, honestly praying for your soul. I don't know why I just started talking directly to you, but I'm sincerely going to pray for you tonight because I know that you're empty. I know with all of your accomplishments, you know, you're going to lay in bed tonight and you're not going to feel whole. You're not going to feel like everything is right with you. You know something is off. And I'm going to tell you what that is. You need a relationship with Jesus. And like I said, I read your book. You opened yourself up to all kinds of spirits when you was doing those rituals. And it looked like tonight one of them, you know, came upon you. Some people might not, you know, agree. People love to argue. But I'm praying for you. And I'm going to tell you, don't got to pray a fancy prayer. Don't got to pray a religious prayer. All Will Smith needs to do is look up with every thought that's racing through your mind, every question that's racing through your mind, and just say, Jesus, are you there? That's all it takes. Knock, and the door will be open to you. It'll blow your mind. Y'all pray for Will Smith.